For LTA Movie Club, this is Interview with a Vampire. So this has got to be a trope by now, right? You got two vampires. The first vampire is our hero. He's got a conscience and maybe has resolved to not go after human blood. He broods a lot and perhaps laments being a vampire, and he usually has dark hair. Then you've got the other one, the associate, the brother, possibly the nemesis, who's embraced the vampire lifestyle. He's charismatic and cool, has no moral code, and doesn't bat an eyelash over slaughtering humans. He frequently bitches the hero vamp out for being such a pansy-ass vegetarian, and he's usually blonde. These two vamps go through many trials together over the centuries, often coming to blows, especially over a girl. So, yeah. I was 11 when this came out, so I didn't see it then and had only the vaguest idea of who Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt were. But I remember it was very big around the water cooler. This was a very popular movie in 1994. I would later watch bits and pieces on HBO, but this is my first time seeing the whole thing. So, the movie. There's a lot to like here. The cast is very good. Cruise and Pitt are in their leading man heydays and are playing roles that you wouldn't really ever expect to see them play. Kirsten Dunst brings down the house in her breakthrough role. She is awesome. There's also Christian Slater and Antonio Banderas doing some stuff. Antonio Banderas as a vampire is pretty cool, I guess. The script is compelling, the cinematography, sets, costumes are very good. I don't think I loved it though. I think it's really the second half when they're hanging out with the Vamp Theater group that things slow down too much. It's like there's nothing to look forward to now. The whole thing runs out of gas until the execution and the revenge plot comes out of nowhere. The thing is, Anne Rice's books were a whole new take on vampires at the time. Before this, vampires were always monsters, or basic bad guys. Nobody had ever thought to write the story from the vampire's perspective, how they live, how they think, how they feel. This is a vampire's life story leading up to the present day, and nobody had written that before. It's pretty epic. I think my favorite part was near the end when Louis talks about going to the movies, and they show clips from classic movies over the years, and Louis gets to basically experience the daylight and the blue skies and other stuff through the movies that he wasn't able to see as a vampire, but can now relive with modern technology. That is so cool. A lot of vamp stories like to give us whole secret nations of vampires, like there's thousands of them in the world, but this one doesn't, at least not on screen. There's the theater group, but they're a pretty isolated group. I like the idea that there really aren't that many vampires in this world, because how else could they live in secret for so long? You know, most vampires would rather kill a human than turn them into another vampire that they have to find more food for, you know? So, not a must-love, but I recommend this movie. You gotta see Kirsten Dunst as a little psycho pixie vampire. This is why kid vampires are a bad idea right there. So for LTA Movie Club, this is Doug signing off.